Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. We're having Bed by Tarot because Spirit decided to get me up at like 6:30 this morning on a Sunday. So excuse me if I'm a little tired still. First I wanted to show you this cool new deck I got the other day. Disorder, Tarot of Innocence by Diego Gabriel. And then this beautiful angel number book by April Wall. I did end up seeing 222 yesterday, so I wanted to read that description for you guys. And the song that channeled in this morning is Too Close by, was it Alex Claire? Gotta be true to myself, and it feels like I am just too close to love you. So I'll be on my way. Take it as it resonates, but okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So keywords: comfort zone, karmic cycle endings, and answered prayers. So someone may feel like you guys have to separate, or you're separating from a situation, or they're separating from a situation. There's so much that you deserve. Nothing to say, nothing to do. I have nothing to give, I must live without you. Okay. Oh my god, this is seriously resonating so hard right now. Sorry, buddy. Oh, excuse me. So someone might feel like, because I've been getting this energy too, someone likes you, but they don't like you enough to not like you. Does that make sense? They let themselves get too far gone, and they're telling themselves that it was love. Maybe it was a toxic situation you're in, whether it be work, relationship, or even with yourself, honestly. You know, karmic cycles could be ending with yourself, so let's read the description of this. Well, hello, buddy. Excuse me. Thank you. Don't stop now. Your angels want you to go beyond your comfort zone. Get out of your own way and push back on those fears. Everything you've been wanting is just beyond that area of stability and comfort. Also, your angels may be letting you know a karmic cycle has ended. This is welcomed news if you've been struggling through a particular difficult situation. Once you've learned of and fulfilled the karmic debts, new roads and paths always open. This is also a message letting you know not only have your prayers been heard, but they've also been answered. If you've been losing sleep or worrying long hours over an issue out of your control, let this be a reassurance that it's all coming to an end. And it's so funny because the song on right now is The Door by Teddy Swims. That ain't for me. I'm listening. Too many times gave you a second chance. I'm just a man. So look, maybe this is for a male out there. I hope you're listening. If you feel inclined to leave a situation that you are done with romantically, it is okay to end it. I think I shouldn't say a lot. Some women can be overbearing in the sense of stalkerish. lack of boundaries, have a sense of possession and ownership, etc., etc. And I'm not saying it doesn't go both ways, but I have also met men down in the dumps with women who just abuse them financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, just because they want to say they have a man. And it can, again, it's very disheartening because, like how we say women don't deserve it, neither do men. Granted, does not excuse any behavior of the man or the woman, depending on the roles of the situation. Like, if he's hitting on her, does she have a right to be treating him how she be treating him? Yes and no, because she could also leave the situation. You know what I mean? We don't have to stay with our abuser, and I know someone might say that. We don't have to stay with our abusers. And you are allowed to have a happy life despite the life you're living with the abuser. Not all abused people become abusers, but when they do, it can be very dangerous and toxic because they start to feel entitled, like, well, this happened to me, so I'm owed this, or this happened to me, so I'm owed that. And in reality of the situation, no one in this life is owed anything. And we have to be responsible for they don't want me to say it. We have to be responsible to pick ourselves up. We have to be responsible to heal ourselves through the trauma, through the tribulations, through the abuse. We have to be the ones to do it. And during that process, we end up finding other people to help us do that with. But for someone to come to you and magically wave their hands over you and tell you all is fine, that's not how it goes. It's years of work. It's years of shedding tears. It's years of venting out anger. It's years of reassurance of safety, not only within self, but around you. Abuse causes PTSD, depression, and anxiety to the point it can be physically crippling. And if you're feeling this way in the situation you're in, please know you are able to leave it, and the cycles are ending. You have the permission within yourself to take yourself out of it. Make a plan, contact family, contact a nearby friend, hell, even contact a coworker who you can trust enough to help you. Like I said, it's not only men who are abusive. I've met some pretty crazy women. I have met some pretty crazy women, including my old friends. I'll tell you a little story about how emotionally abusive the situation got when the both of them were on drugs. And she told me, no, she came home with a giant gash in her arm one day, and I was like, what was that about? And she said that, some crazy accident happened. Well, fast forward to her feeling comfortable and boasty enough to actually tell me what happened. Her and her guy got into a fight over drugs, and to show him how serious she was about not wanting him to do drugs with someone else, she literally cut her arm and said, is this what you want me to do to myself if you're not going to do what I say? And again, drugs were involved, so things got pretty extreme. But then I thought to myself, damn, is this the kind of relationship that people thrive for? That toxic abusiveness that they're talking about, where you feel like you can just do whatever the fuck and it just be good the next time, you guys? I couldn't. You'd have to go to the hospital. You'd be 5150. I'm sorry, but if you're threatening your life and or my life against the situation that we're in, you gotta go. And here, I'll continue at part 2. So I'll be right back. Don't get scammed. I'll page here on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Alright, I'll be right back. I love you.